Have you ever heard
This one? Have you ever tried this one?
Yeah.
No, no kink shaming, but no,
Yeah.
that one I won't kink shame. Like,
Yeah. It's just, that's not for me. You can have that all you want. I won't take it from you.
yeah, no,
It's not for me.
no. I'd be like, break up with me.
Bye.
I think I think if we lean forward and don't sink as much.
Yeah. Like I'm trying. Like I'm sitting on a pillow. Do you want a pillow to sit on?
No, I'm fine. I'll just lean forward.
Okay, we're just like, ha ha ha! Welcome to the pod. That'll be yeah. Hi. We're not sinking into the couch. We need to get like. Eventually, I'm manifesting this for us. I figured.
Oh my gosh, the wind.
The mental health is not mental health thing.
But it's fine. We'll low-key convince ourselves.
I'm gonna low-key convince myself I'll make it through this podcast.
Literally, yeah. It's the last week of January, so
yeah,
because the darkest month is over soon.
What? Do you find February like a dark month?
It's short, so if it is,
it's a short dark month. Short
it's
depressing
still a little
month.
dark, but at least it's like temporary.
Like it is black outside. It is like 5, almost 6 o'clock, and it is like pitch black.
I know. I'm just waiting, and now it's like the shortest day already. That was over a month ago. Can we get some light back?
Yeah.
But no, guess not.
Give us some sun. Get us out of this.
But also in the north, it gets darker quicker, or like earlier.
Yeah.
Which I didn't know that because I've just always been up here. Assumed that was like the case for most people, but I guess it is.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either, right? It's just like
I just kind of live.
We're just used to it,
we
right?
just are.
It just is dark early. Ugh. So annoying. I want summer.
Yeah, I don't love summer because...
Is there any month of the year where you're just like, oh, I love this month?
Like, fall, but it never lasts anymore. Like, when we were kids,
true.
fall was, like, for months. Like,
That's
from
true.
when you started school, like, August, September, October, November was fall. And now it's, like, summer, winter.
That's true. You're right. Yeah,
Like-
it's like you get fall for, like, a month, and then
Yeah.
it's winter.
Global
It's like
warming.
summer just, like, continues. Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah, like, we had the pool open until, like, almost October this year.
That's crazy.
Like, it was that hot. I was like, there's no way.
When I was in Texas, that was like that. I was like, fall felt like it didn't exist.
Yeah, that wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, up here in the north is, north.
Yup.
It's a lot.
I don't know. I feel like any month I can think myself out of liking it just because of, like, the brain.
Yeah, the brain is a
Like,
complex thing.
Now it's summer.
Yeah.
Summer's depressing.
Yeah.
Fall's depressing. Winter's
Spring,
so depressing.
Oh, spring. But I hate spring. That's
Yeah,
1
it's
month,
just
like,
wet
yeah.
and sticky-ish. Like, it's like humid because
Yeah.
of how much rain there is.
It's a whole wop. It's a whole,
WAP season in the worst way.
literally.
The earth swap.
Spring is the earth
Oh
swap.
my gosh.
Speaking of WAP, just to continue, did you hear Bruno Mars' new song?
Which one? Actually, no, I have. I
Like
know I have.
the newest one.
The last song I heard from him was "Die with a Smile" with Lady Gaga. So
Yeah, no. Well, then there was like the other song, like putta. That was
him.
That's Bruno.
No, really.
Yeah,
Wow.
it is.
Okay.
But his newest one is with Sexy Red.
I don't even know who that is.
Well, she's
maybe I do. Wait, yes, I
sexy.
do. I do.
She's
I do know who
very
that is.
explicit.
I don't know who that is. Okay. Well, speaking of Bruno Mars, while you're looking up these lyrics, they were talking about short, baby-faced men on SNL this week, and he was one of them.
That is so true.
Which is funny because now that you're saying he was like on a song with Sexy Red,
It's
like,
it's not giving. It's not giving
not?
like cute like catch a grenade for you, Bruno.
Oh,
like
it's giving spicy Bruno.
Oh, spicy is I think a whole other word. Like it's literally like
Bruno.
yeah, Bruno with a hard R.
Oh, no.
So it's like almost like a response song to WAP, and I'm literally not kidding. Wait, let me just play it.
Okay.
Hold on, because I'm like, now I can't even remember, like, the...
And my disdain, please.
Shut the fuck up.
That wind's crazy.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Kitty. And he's holding a cat.
Okay, Bruno.
Fat, juicy, and wet.
Okay.
Like, you talk to the moon with that mouth. Like, excuse me?
I'm dead. Now you talk to me with that mouth. Now he's a dog. He's barking at me.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Who let Bruno out?
Literally.
So yeah, he just came out with that. It's very catchy.
It is. I like it.
It's very much a
I would have never
fun
thought that
sound.
was him. Like, if I heard that on my For You page, I'd been like, who is this, like, R&B
Yeah.
dude? And it's little Bruno.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen
Bruno.
that meme of him standing next to Taylor Swift?
No.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Is
It's
it?
so funny.
It's because he's so little?
Yes. And I don't know if, like, that specific angle they took the picture at.
Yeah.
Just makes it look so much more intense, too.
Oh my gosh.
It's so funny.
I love
I
that for
always think
him.
of that, yeah.
Well, I just it shocked me, but also I was like, get it.
Like, I'm happy for him.
Yeah, I
love
mean,
that
like,
for
Dirty Bruno wasn't on like my 2025 like bingo card,
We
but like,
know. He's probably hung. Because you never know.
you never know.
You never know.
I'm low key convinced. I'm low key
I'm
convinced.
convinced for sure.
Somebody had said too, like, I bet you the CEO of Kids Pop is like, how am I supposed to put this on my album?
Didn't they do a WAP one?
They
too?
did.
I don't know
I'm almost
why
certain.
they still exist. Like, who is funding Kids Bop at this point?
Yeah, also, like, who's doing the research and taking the dirtiest songs and, like, like, what is a WAP for kids?
I know. Why do they need it? Like, just to be like, oh, you can enjoy the song.
I'm
without...
weird and pretty.
Literally me.
Yes.
Put on my anthem. Oh my god. This is our first, like, really sober.
Yeah, this is our first sober.
Sober.
No, you know what? Last time was sober pod. I'm almost certain, and it was like,
White Claw because you outed me.
that's true. But we were kind of boring last pod. We really need to be
know.
livelier in this pod. So that's why I'm like, I'm getting ready. I'm like,
depressed.
we're depressed, but like I put makeup on for this.
Yeah, I didn't do that, but and I'm wearing 3 different colors, so.
Hey,
But I mean, I feel like they're all.
it kind of like goes though.
It's giving like. I don't even know.
It's giving ray of sunshine.
It is.
Like you're trying.
It's giving earthy.
It's giving earth.
Yeah, my moon sign is showing.
I don't even know where to go from this either. We just talked about like
so
WAP and Kids Pop.
we'll talk about this because I love pop culture, but we also love conspiracies, and we've been talking about a lot of pop culture news.
Yeah.
In the last couple pods.
Yeah.
But let's mix it up and do some like pop culture conspiracies.
Yeah.
But also just like whatever we've seen. So like
Yeah.
we actually today's pod, neither of us really know what we're bringing to the table.
No.
Usually we have a little bit of an idea, but today
Yeah.
it's just like
We usually like give each other like cliff
let's
notes.
see.
Yeah. Did you ever hear this one?
I don't know. Let's hear it.
So I just did my whole little Bruno thing. So
Oh, do
want
you want to hear this one?
do you want to hear this one?
So actually, okay, let's talk about pop culture though, because artists, because this one is actually something that I thought was interesting, but they were talking about it. So I did want to talk about Justin Bieber because he was very,
Yes.
and he's been all over the place. Him and Hailey
Biebs.
Bieber,
Oh, that's a whole thing.
I know. And the conspiracy for a while was that he only married her for his green card because he's Canadian.
Oh, I never even thought of that.
And it makes sense because I guess like
I gotta turn around.
He
Like,
would
this
have
is
been able
tea.
to be like renewed or whatever.
Yeah.
Had he not been arrested when he was like younger.
Ooh, yep.
And so the only way for him to have gotten a green card is to have been married. So people were saying when he was with like Selena, he was trying to like push her into marriage really fast too. And then he did that with Hailey Bieber as well.
Okay.
And like then there was like the talk of like them splitting.
Yeah.
But then she got pregnant. And
Yeah.
they had their kid together.
Yep.
But recently, I would say like I think it was this month, he unfollowed her on Instagram.
Oh shit.
And he unfollowed like her father and like a bunch of other people. Yeah, he still kept who shall not be named. Who he also unfollowed.
What?
Yeah, he has him still, but he unfollowed Scooter Braun, Usher, whatever Haley Baldwin's father's name
Okay,
is.
okay, yeah.
Steven? I don't remember his name. It's not Alec. I know that.
Alec Baldwin.
I used to think it was Alec Baldwin. That's her uncle. But yeah, and he unfollowed like all these people, and then he made a statement that he was hacked.
Oh, yeah.
And then they're like, so what hacker is just gonna hack you and not to unfollow people?
Yeah.
Like that's just like
they don't care that
prank.
much. Yeah.
Prank,
Yeah.
like,
ha ha ha.
TV, no.
Like got
Like
you.
a really crappy cover up. I don't know.
Yeah.
So they're just messy right now, but she's
Okay.
been messy too. So I don't know. Like she's doing something right now. Where she's like suing a small business for like taking the name of one of her like companies. Like they already existed and like she trademarked the name.
Okay.
And so now like she's suing like a small business.
But it's a small business. Mm-hmm. Like, do you have anything better?
Right,
You just had a child.
It's giving like entitled.
It's giving something.
It's giving green card.
It's giving you spent a lot of money so that he could stay here, and now you guys are divorcing and you need to pay for your lawyer. Is what it's giving.
They're giving messy for sure, but I still love Justin Bieber, and I really want to do a reenactment of the One Less Lonely Girl performance.
Well, did you hear about his like Eras tour?
No. What?
People are going crazy saying like Justin is coming back for like a world tour.
Wow.
And so now all the Beliebers are like, listen, all of you Swiftie girls, you had your time.
His back though, like his fit's back.
And the
I would
dances
love
and
if he brought like put a wig on. We want that bang back, like
yes, he comes out for the first song and he's like, "There's gotta be one less lonely girl," like with the flip, with the purple, like yeah.
I need it now.
And so, yeah, so
my card.
the internet's going crazy. Like, listen, if you are under the age of like 22. You're not allowed to come. This is our Eras tour, okay? Back up. Like, if Bieber's coming back, if One Direction ever comes back.
Jaden Smith come out too to
Oh
be like,
God.
he's bigger than me.
Older than me. That would be legendary.
I need it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So they're talking about that. They're like, hey, Bieber, listen, like, I don't know what you're up to, but like, if you're down, we're also down. We have the money.
They need to turn it into a 3D movie as well, because like the Never
yeah.
Seen Never tour.
Yeah.
I went to the theater and I brought my purple.
The glasses. The glasses.
I love those. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I was like a secret believer.
I used
Like-
to call myself a Swiftie believer because I was both a Swiftie and a believer.
Ooh,
in middle
see,
school.
I was a Directioner believer. Yeah, there were some, but we were also very like on the DL. We had conflicts with the Swifties because Taylor and Harry, but then everyone was like, that's a whole other conspiracy, like Harry and Louis. Like everyone was always like, they're a thing. Like
Yeah. Oh, we should totally look into some One Direction conspiracies, especially
next
with
pod.
like
Oh, with like Liam. Yeah, I didn't do enough digging with that, but there's a lot of stuff behind that we could
they
talk
did charge
about.
people though. So I didn't look into it though.
Okay,
I
so
don't know if
we'll look into it and we'll bring it back to the pod. So make sure to follow because we gonna have it.
we gotta look into it. But yeah,
on, I'm gonna
I don't know,
readjust
that was like
myself.
something I don't know. I feel like in the media right now there's a lot happening with the Oscars and movies, and I watched Amelia Perez.
Did you?
Yes. And I don't.
Did it give or did it not?
Okay, I don't think it was as bad as people are making it out to be.
Okay.
But does it compare to the movies that are being nominated? No, not at all.
Okay.
But the acting wasn't bad, so I can see why like they're getting nominated for the acting awards because like
Okay.
it's not bad acting. It's just like the script, and it's just like I'm like, did you consult any trans people before writing a trans story?
Wait, it's about trans people?
Yeah.
Oh.
And in my opinion,
Why did I think it was a musical?
it's a musical.
It's a,
So here's the premise.
isn't Selena Gomez in that?
She is. Here's the premise, okay? A
Confusion.
cartel leader.
You can't start with like it's about trans people and the cartel is behind it all.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So cartel leader kidnaps a lawyer who's Zoe Saldana. Saldana. Well, her character, I think it's her name's. I don't remember her name, but I just watched it.
Yeah.
And so kidnaps a lawyer and is like, I need you to help me transition like the whole 9 yards and like fake my own.
The cartel?
The cartel leader, and they're like, I'm gonna fake my own death ultimately, and like so people think I'm like no longer here and just like start a new life as like who I really want to be. And so that cartel leader is married to Selena Gomez, and they have 2 kids. So to like make sure the kids and everything are okay, they go to like a random place in like Switzerland, and they just hang out there. And like Zoe's character like does the whole thing, sets the whole thing up, like literally like he just has to like go in, and like the cartel leader, she transitions into Amelia Perez, and then Amelia Perez misses her family later on, so pretends to be their like aunt, like a long lost like relative, and, like live with her and everything. But then she starts getting like it's just confusing, and it's all a musical. And then it gets even more like in depth about like kind of like how no one's a good person in this, except for Zoe. I would say Zoe's character.
Yeah,
no one's a good person in it. And then there's just a bunch of random music.
It sounds like a fever dream.
Literally, that's what.
It sounds like if you're tripping on acid.
That's what people keep saying. They're like, this sounds like something that you would like wake up and be like, oh, so then this happened. Oh yeah, and then this happened in the dream. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, that's a crazy plot.
I'll say that the acting was not bad.
Okay,
so,
well that's good.
Their awards for that, sure, we'll give it to them. But
weren't they nominated for something like screenplay or something though?
They won. So Zoe won against Ariana Grande at the Golden Globes for Wicked.
Yes, I saw that, and she gave a really long speech.
Yes, and then they won like Best Picture against Wicked, against The Substance, against.
I really enjoyed The Substance. Yeah, that shit messed me up.
The Contenders, and there's another one like Nora, I think, was a film that's being nominated.
Okay, I'm not sure
that one yet, but it's really good. I've heard so. Yeah, it's just interesting.
Yeah, it sounds like it. It's I don't know if I'm convinced that I would enjoy it.
I do think they're gonna win some Oscars though.
For acting.
Yeah, just based on like what the Golden Globes did. I think Zoe Saldana will win one.
Well, I know I definitely have to watch it because I can't be like, you gotta watch it and gotta experience it, of course.
To watch It Ends With Us too. We talked about
the videos on TikTok right now about them.
We were talking about
it's just all Blake Lively with the
yeah. I want to see it.
And putting hats on, like putting a million of these hats on and a million coats.
Literally.
I'm like, I think they're missing the point that it's about like
DV.
I'm like, what do I say? It's about bad relationships.
Yeah. And like, I mean, but like the whole point of the movie has been tainted by the fact of the lawsuits and the lore.
I don't even want to get into it. It's too much.
If you want to get more into it, then you can go back and watch our first episode.
Yeah, go look. And the second one too. We also talk about the updates.
The reason I brought up movies, though. Oh yeah, right. I did mean to talk about updates. Yeah. The reason I brought up movies is SZA. Is just
I know. I'm so excited. Yes, we will have to watch it because I'm actually very excited about it. I love SZA.
Mm-hmm. Me too. She just is like the first person to have a #1 movie and #1 album this year or something.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, okay, love it. And then Keke Palmer's in it too.
Yeah, and she love her.
It's so funny, like all with Issa Rae.
Yeah.
But a SZA conspiracy theory, and this is so funny, and it's just like kind of true.
Yeah.
Just based on like what you see, but she's apparently a compulsive liar.
Yeah.
The stuff she lies about is just like I don't like vegetables, or like I hate birthday cake, and then like literally like we'll be seeing like
eating it.
And then like she said that she used to get made fun of for like having freckles on her face.
But she doesn't actually have freckles.
She now they're gone, and she admitted like, oh, I just like used to draw them on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so people are picking up on that a little bit when it comes to like her interviews. Because she'll say things, but apparently she also lied about her age at one point and said she was born in like 90 something.
Yeah.
And she's actually born in 89, I think.
Oh.
But people were saying that was messed up because she was like dating Drake at some point, and like way back in the day.
Okay, yeah.
And when she had said her age. And, like, when she dated him, it made her seem like she was underaged at the time. When actually, like, she wasn't.
Problematic. But also more problematic for Drake, not so much SZA. Because that's a whole other theory of Drake with, like...
They aren't like us.
A minor.
I still, that's a whole other topic. I will never get over his response being like, "What do you mean? I never did anything with Millie Bobby Brown." And we're like,
what?
No,
Yeah.
nobody brought her up.
Or no, well, even in the song, it's something about like, no, well, the text messages first, like to her.
So much.
Okay, yeah, that's like a whole other thing. We'll divulge. We gotta write all this down.
know,
What to look up so we don't mess it up on the pod.
Facts.
We want to give proper facts. We don't want to give anything BS because then it makes us look bad too.
Well, that's my pop culture side of things. But
Yeah.
have you ever heard of those?
Have you ever heard of
This
one though? Have you heard about the glitter conspiracy?
I saw it, but I don't know what it is.
Okay, it is a whole rabbit hole of like I don't even know where to start with it. So I will just start with,
Is it just called that, or is it like actual?
no,
glitter?
it's actual glitter.
Okay.
Like the stuff that you put in that kids use and shit.
Is it the one where it's supposed to do with like killing the planet or something?
Oh, it's got a lot of shit.
Okay.
It's like a lot. Like there's so much. Okay, anyway, the glitter conspiracy. First, in the whole world, apparently there are 2 main glitter factories. Okay. They are both in New Jersey. One of them is super secretive. There is a name for it, but I am not going to say, because they're just very, very secretive, and I'm like, I don't want.
Yeah.
I'm not going to divulge that. If you do want to look it up, just.
You'll know.
Yeah, you'll know. I'll say the other one. The other one is called Glitter X. So if it's not Glitter X, it's the other one. So Glitter X. And so at one point, there was a glitter shortage. Why would there be a glitter shortage? I have no idea. Were there too many like raves and everyone's like throwing glitter and putting glitter in their hair, putting it on their face? So the New York Times sent someone to go and interview the place, as you would, like if there's a shortage of something or if there's a whatever, you send someone to interview them.
Right.
So this interviewer or this, this journalist from the Times goes to Glitter X. And I was like, oh, can I interview somebody? And they're like, no. And she's like, well, okay, random. And then she's like, well, can I tour the factory? Like, it's a glitter factory. You put it on like kids' toys and stuff, like whatever. It's glitter.
Yeah.
And they're like, absolutely not. She couldn't even be like close to like where they were making it, like to listen to it.
Interesting.
She was not allowed in. And then she talked to one of the managers, who was also a woman, and she was like, yeah, like we can have a little chit chat, but I can't really say much. And so she asked her like, okay,
wow,
do you know the industry where the most glitter is sold? Like just general questions. Nothing like, ooh, where does the glitter come from? Like nothing like crazy. Like, oh, who buys the most glitter? Like, is it like art stores? And she was like, I can't tell you that. Like, it's confidential.
The confidential.
It's glitter.
Glitter.
Like, it's glitter. And then she's like, okay, cool. Do you know who buys the most glitter? At least, like, do you know, like, the company who buys the most? And she's like, I do. I can't tell you. But you would never guess who it is and what they use it for. You would never even know that it is glitter. And I went, what? What do you mean? How would you not know it's glitter? Glitter is friggin', it's glitter. It's shiny.
Using it as like an ingredient for something.
That is a theory. But still to this day, like nobody really knows what's in glitter. But glitter is made of plastic. It is shiny plastic.
Yeah.
So
tiny pieces of plastic.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so the guy who created glitter, his name was Henry Rushman.
I was hoping it'd be like Henry Glitter.
Yeah, Henry Glitterson. Henry Glitterman. No. But wait, no, what is it? Oh, Rushman. Whatever, random. So he created glitter, and he's the one who created the factory that was like super confidential, whatever. Apparently it's not even that confidential. Like you can look it up, it is there, but again, I'm not saying anything about it because in the interview, the lady even said like, for some reason, this place is like so top secret. Like it's not CSI. It's CIA level, like confidential.
Wow.
Everybody who buys glitter has to sign a waiver,
weird.
and people
So
who
what is
work
it
there.
about glitter, then?
That's what I'm trying to get at. But nobody has the answers to it, which is why it's such a huge conspiracy. There are no answers. It's like, ooh, glitter is like crazy. Okay, but what are you using it for?
That is wild.
So there's a guy on TikTok, and I'll put his name there because I got a lot of the information, or most of the information, from his video that I couldn't believe. And he was saying that they did finally find who uses a lot of the glitter, and it's paint. And the paint that's on boats has a lot of glitter.
Interesting. Okay.
But they don't want people to know that because where does the boat go?
In the water?
In the water. So where's the glitter going?
In the oceans. In the water.
In the water. And so that's a big on.
Very interesting. I'm like, do they do that for like safety? So like you can locate like a boat if it's like sunk?
No, they do it to make it glittery and shiny and pretty.
It's like that with like, and maybe it's for fishing, because I know that like, I mean, my dad's a fisherman, so I know probably too much about fishing. But like they put glitter in like fishing lures.
Yeah.
Like fish too. So I'm like,
to see, because like the reflection or whatever.
So maybe they do that with boats. But I would like, why would the fish be like, boat? I want to go to it. And I do think that fish has a thing with like
shininess. Yeah. So they definitely do. But then I guess years later, Henry's son, Henry Jr. or whatever, did an interview. Henry Jr. Sparkle did an interview, and he said that, yeah, we use glitter and stuff like passports, credit cards, money, and toothpaste. And I'm like, nice, we're using plastic up against our gums. That's so cool. Yeah, there's glitter and lots of other things too.
Yeah.
That are also concerning. But yeah, toothpaste was one of them too. And then there was another one.
That is crazy.
There was another one. The biggest one that he had mentioned was batteries. There is a special battery, not all batteries. There's a special battery that they put glitter in, and for some reason, it's a lot stronger than all the other batteries.
Okay.
How? I don't even know. But then he was very silent about it after. And then if you do a little bit more digging, or the guy in the video did a little more digging, and he found that Henry Rushman Sr. also worked on the Manhattan Project for the atom bomb.
I don't know a lot about that.
So it just keeps getting deeper. You're like, hey, it's glitter. Woo. So, glitter and then it's like, just kidding. It was a part of like the atomic bomb.
Bad day, glitter.
Yeah.
That's literally.
Yeah. If you have a good day, glitter. You got a bad day, glitter. Glitter is the center of our universe, actually. So yeah, they're saying that it's probably in like the military. They are probably the highest consumer of glitter because you can put it in like rocket fuel, engine stuff, like stuff for brakes and whatever, like for like planes.
So, like, the military and the gay pride have much more in common now.
They had no idea.
Yeah.
They're the two top consumers of glitter.
This is the bridge.
Yeah. This is how we bring this is going to restore world peace.
There you go. Figured it out.
Yeah. So there's that. And yeah, like
I literally I can't believe I just called them the gay pride. Like it's like we're like a pack of lions. The gay pride.
The gay pride.
It's like Britney Spears in that one video she does where she's like, to all my friends at the LGBTQ community. Like it's like the YMCA.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy though.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say it was in glue or something. I feel like it is. I can't remember. I did hear a little bit about this theory, but like I don't really remember any of it. Mm-hmm. So, but I remember it being like, why are these people consuming glitter the most, or not consuming, but like
the top like buyers or whatever. It also makes me think though, because I have that Moon toothpaste from Kendall Jenner. And there's glitter in it. Have you ever heard this one?
Have you ever tried this one?
Have you ever heard this one?
I don't have very much information on this. I should have looked into it more. But I saw a TikTok video and someone was like, what is a conspiracy theory that you're like convinced on?
Yeah.
And the top one was the dead internet theory. I've never heard of it before. So I clicked on it, and basically what it is like the concept that the internet in 2016 went completely dead.
Okay.
And ever since then, it's just been artificial AI, like
No.
media content and like all this kind of stuff. And they're like basically saying like, because you can go into like Chat GPT and put like, come up with content ideas, come up with like all these like AI generated things, like what is like stopping it from like all being that. And I mean, I don't know how I feel about that, because like obviously if you post a video and I post a video, like we're gonna know that what we posted, and then like I watched that. So I don't know if that's what they mean, or if they just mean like big like news outlets or big like things happening. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Like, how could the internet be dead, but we're also all on the internet? Like, what is there just like a small percentage of us that are on the internet?
I don't know.
Like, if I'm making videos, you're making videos, the cat's making videos, our friend.
Theory.
Yeah, that's what it's giving, like the egg theory.
I don't know the egg theory.
No?
You don't know the simulation theory, though. Like, we're all in the simulation.
Oh. I gotta get into that more, though. I'm like, it gets too deep. It gets too deep.
Like, are we in an egg? Are we in a dome?
So the egg theory is about you have been every person, and you reincarnate into every person, and then once you've reincarnated into everyone, then you finally pass. Like, that's the egg theory. Like, you are everyone at different times. Yeah.
But, like, that doesn't... So how many versions of people are there, then? Because we're all different, like, name-wise.
But see, no, right? The thing is, it's like all the souls are, like, the same souls.
Right.
Basically.
But
like,
we're all different bodies.
Yeah.
So, like, how do we know how many souls there are?
We don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the thing.
So why is it an egg theory, too?
Like,
we're just hatching?
Maybe.
Like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Psych, it's all of us.
Exactly.
Psych, you've been here before.
It's psych, you are the chicken.
So when it comes to deja vu, I never really have had deja vu.
No?
Like, ever. Like, maybe, like, once or twice.
Oh, I've had deja vu quite a bit.
I know, and I'm, like, one of the only people who ever says that. I'm like, maybe I just don't pay attention. Because
oh, my God. You're the first chicken.
I don't even remember my own reality most of the time. So, like, who's to say I've
That's mental illness.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm too mentally ill to have deja vu.
Oh. But speaking of mentally ill, not even mentally ill. I don't even know. So, you know Disney? You know Disney?
Like Walt Disney?
Like Walt Disney, like Mickey Mouse, Walt Disney.
Your boy.
Yeah, your boy, Walt. So, he froze himself.
I know this one. Listen, I know this one. I love this one. Oh my gosh.
So
under Cinderella's castle.
They don't know where.
They thought they
there's like alleged like places like where he buried himself frozen.
I'm so excited.
But then people were getting way too into it, of course. Hence Frozen with Elsa and Anna.
They wanted to clear the search history. They wanted to make it so like
on
if
Google
you looked up Disney Frozen,
it came up the movie Frozen.
Oh my gosh, that's my favorite. That's one of my favorites.
I love that conspiracy.
Me too. That's one of my favorite theories.
I'm like,
I say that. That's like someone is like, tell me something interesting about yourself or like a fun fact, and I'm just like, did you know Disney Frozen?
Yeah. Did you know that Disney is Frozen?
Disney Frozen head theory.
Yeah. So
I know so much Disney conspiracy that I could go on and on.
There's way too much.
They can't pronounce somebody like they're like
deceased. Yeah. At Disneyland.
POD.
Yeah.
At Disneyland has to be like off.
They'll like take them off. Off campus.
Off campus, off site. Yeah. There's been so many like accidents resulting in like unalives at Disney. And I was watching a iceberg video because we might delve into those. A bit
I would
more.
love to dive into icebergs.
If you guys want to do icebergs, let us know. If you're not familiar with it,
I'll post like a picture.
Yeah, it's like the concept is like the tip of the iceberg it's like you pick a topic. So like let's do Disney for example, since we're talking about it.
Yeah.
The tip of the iceberg is like all of the stories you know about. So like whatever. Common theories, and then it keeps going like each layer gets
the Epstein case, the
like more obscure, more deep.
The missing children, the tunnels underneath Disney.
Yeah, it's either like lesser known or like darker as you go deep. I love it.
Yeah.
I literally just sit there and watch those. That's like my main thing I do at this point. But there was one of like all the deaths that happened at Disney, and the longest streak they have had, I think, was like 7 years
Without one?
and that was like in the 60s.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, did you, I don't, see, the thing is, I don't even know if it's true. I don't know if I'm convinced that it's true or not, but I watched this video. Again, it's one of those like late night, you're on TikTok, and then there's this like random video, and it's like either they're playing on like Minecraft or something, and they're saying like a dark story in the background.
Oh my gosh.
So it was one of those, you know what I mean?
Subway chasers, like, or
yeah, and it's like something has had, someone's playing a game, and your ADHD's,
exactly what you're talking about.
and you can pay attention so hard because of the ADHD.
Why is that thing?
You're watching the Minecraft guy jump and whatever, and he's just jumping over and over again. And then they're talking about like the dark web and stuff. Yep. So there was a story from the dark web, I'm guessing. And it was like, yeah, I used to be a security guard at Disneyland. And so this family had gone missing, or they didn't even know what had happened. Like, they kept knocking on the door. Like, housekeeping was like, okay, the door is locked. They're not in there, whatever. But all their stuff was still there. So this one security guard started doing a little bit of digging. And he's like, okay, where did this family go? When did they get here? Whatever. And then he realized that, like, oh, they had these, like, little bracelets where basically if you go by certain checkpoints, it'll take pictures of you at Disneyland. And so whenever you get home, well, no, so it's like a pass that you can buy, like, so that, like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
Like candid pictures that you can get, and then you develop them at home or whatever. So,
but this one was weird.
This, like, yeah, have you ever heard this one? Because it gets really weird. He looked up the file with the bracelet, and he's looking through the pictures. He's like, okay, having fun. Okay, they're on a certain ride. And I think it was It's a Small World or something.
I knew you were going to say it was a small
The creepiest
world.
one, of course. Whether it's a real story, fake story, I don't know.
It's terrifying.
Okay. Well,
gives me heebie-jeebies.
One set of pictures, the family's there. The next set of pictures, the dad is dead. Unalived. The dad is unalived.
In the picture?
In the picture. The next picture, the mom is gone. The next picture, the next kid, there was like 2 kids or 3 kids or something. And every picture, one of them was gone, and then one of them would come back unalived on the ride.
That's horrifying.
And then...
And how is like everyone else just like, it's a small
I don't know. That's why I'm like, I don't know. Am I low-key convinced? I'm not sure. But I just know that in the pictures, like, there was either one of the family members was missing or one of the family members was now unalived. And they were just on the ride.
Gives me, like, chills. I hate that.
Yeah. And so the guy...
I'm literally going to have to sleep with the lights on from this story.
Never go on that ride.
Well, I've been on it once
You
before.
survived.
The thing is, so my mother's loves when she was younger, she loved Disney World, and that was her favorite ride growing up.
Yeah.
So when we went to Disney World, she was like, "This is my favorite. Like, we all need to experience it." And like, so she hyped it up, and we have like pictures, so many pictures of this ride. And then I grew up, and I was like getting into like spooky.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's always a small world, and I'm just like, I like 180'd in my head. So now if we ever go back to Disney, I'm like, Mom. No, you're not.
Do you want to hear this one?
There's like the theory that like one of the like characters was like hanging from the ceiling. I've seen pictures of it. I don't know if it was like
okay,
like
prank, or if it was like
so
real.
Many, like weird, creepy things, and I feel like there was like a story of like someone was in the water and got ran. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, so this whole family was just like unalived on the ride, and so I'm like, wouldn't that get out? How did it not?
Yeah.
Or did the people who do it, did they literally snatch the whole family after? I don't know what the ride looks like, so I don't know.
It's a dark ride. So I have an obsession with dark rides.
Okay.
So and that like learning about them, but I've always been scared of animatronics. Don't know why. I think it's just like the concept of like something kind of lifelike.
Yeah, is it real? Like, will it come alive?
Yeah, and it's just eerie, and it's and like they always move in like a way that's like kind of human, but it's
like rickety.
Like even like the Disney store where they'd have like Mickey Mouse. I hated it so much, and still do. I still to this day. I went on the Rainforest Cafe ride last year, one of the last ones standing, and the whole time I was like, Don't touch me.
No.
But yeah, so it's a dark ride essentially, and it's like different. It's like going around the world, right? So it's like you're in China, and then you're
Okay.
and it's just like different like cultures, but they're all like these little like dolls that are for like that you go around the world, and the whole ride is it's a small world after all.
See, in my head, I just think of Shrek, where they're like, "Welcome to Deluxe, da perfect."
It's kind of like that, yeah. It kind of is like that.
Yeah.
But it's just like, and it's just overstimulating, and you're in water, like it's like a boat, like it goes through water.
Yeah, so that's what it like in the thing. It's like the family was in the boat, but I'm like, how far is the next person behind you? Are they all attached? Like,
I can't remember if you were in the boat with other people or if you're in your own boat.
because that's what it made it sound like. It made
your
it sound
own
like
boat,
they were
yeah.
in the boat, and then there was obviously somebody.
Yeah. The way I remember
like-
is that we're in boat with other people, but maybe it was just like.
But they were a family of like 5, 6.
But so were we.
Oh,
So I don't
how
know.
big are these boats?
Yeah, but also like I don't remember what year. Like maybe something changed.
Okay.
Who knows?
But anyway, yeah,
Oh, I
that
hate
was
it.
the story.
Oh my gosh, animatronic stories get me like.
Yeah, the heebie-jeebies.
There's so much with Disney. Disney's one like you play that like you put a creepy Disney story onto me, and I'm just
Yeah.
like.
You put that scary music, that doom,
with the
doom,
lights on.
doom. Did you hear this one about Disney?
I could go on and on about Disney.
But then I also want to go, though. I never got to experience Disney, and
I still
that-
wanna go, too.
now
I
I'm
just
like
don't wanna go on
scared
that
of
ride.
Disney. I'm like I want to
Same.
love Disney, and then I'm terrified of it. Like there was the whole like the kidnapping the children. Like so many children get kidnapped at Disney.
I never get over that one death of that worker, I think it was like in either the 70s or 80s, and they had just opened the ride, and she was 18, and she got
Okay.
stuck between the walls.
No.
Moving ride. Oh my god! And they like sued Disney for like a ton of money, and like her parents. And stuff.
Yeah.
But, like I always like the way that was described. Like people were like there was no emergency stop button, and like they basically like shut the ride down. But
Oh
then
my
they
gosh.
kept changing that thing into like different rides.
Oh.
And like and having gone to Disney and like not known all of this stuff was a thing.
Yeah.
Just being like I was there, and this occurred.
There. Yeah. Well, it's kind of like Canada's Wonderland, like the Behemoth. Like so many people have fallen off the Behemoth and died, and we
Canada's
still.
Wonderland is lore that nobody goes into. I think maybe we should start with there.
We should.
Maybe we should start there because
Yeah.
I've seen so like you can get Universal.
Yeah.
You can look at what's that one in Ohio? Oh my gosh, I can't remember what it's called. Cedar something. Cedar. It's not Cedar Park. It's Cedar something. It's in Ohio. It's like a really
okay.
popular one. Like all the Six Flags parks.
Yeah.
There's everybody.
Yeah.
No one talks about Canada's Wonderland.
Nobody talks about
And
Canada's
that's one of the
Wonderland.
most popular ones here.
It's the like only one here, is it not? Well, in this like area.
Yeah, I mean, there's a
Well, there's
smaller one.
La Ronde.
Yeah.
But it's not as big as Canada's Wonderland.
Even, like in the grand scheme of like Canada as a country, like it's
Yeah.
one of the bigger ones. I would
Oh,
say.
it absolutely is. Next
I
pod.
know, oh my gosh.
Since we're at the end of this pod.
Because even like when I watch iceberg videos,
Yeah.
they never talk about that. They never talk about dark rides. I watch dark ride videos. I watch
Yeah.
animatronic. I go in, and I've never seen anything about Canada's Wonderland.
Yeah.
So,
For the next pod.
all right, time to be a sleuth, internet sleuth,
Sleuth?
a sleuth.
A sleuth?
Did it just go off?
I don't know. That's why I was looking like,
Beep, beep.
oh, that may have been Alexa being like, the weather is bad.
The weather sounds frightful.
It is frightful. They closed the
Yeah.
highway.
I know. I gotta get going. I gotta go get my laundry before.
Yeah, we got to be clean girls. That's gonna be on our
Dorothy.
next venture. Huh?
Oh, I said Dorothy. I meant
Oh,
Dodo.
I'm like Dorothy.
Dodo, I can't say
I'm like
no.
Dorothy cleans. Is she a kid?
The house began to twitch, and suddenly the hinges started to unhinge.
You got some theories behind that, too. Oh, Angela.
Fun one. This has been a fun one. I could go on and on and on and on. We definitely have to delve into these more. Maybe we should
Yeah.
pick a topic next time. Like today, we just kind of were like, here's some theories, but maybe we'll do like Disney theories or like
Yeah, we
amusement
could.
parks or
Yeah, because I think that would be fun too. Like, do like specific, like, okay, on this episode, like half the episode is going to be about like different parks. Like,
Yeah.
oh, we're going to do like Canada's Wonderland, we're going to do Disneyland. And
Right.
comment down below if you think we should do certain
I'm
things.
so excited to look into Canada's Wonderland because it's so chronically undersearched.
It is.
I'm like, nobody cares about that except for me. I'm like, I need to look it
up. we're going now. We're going to look it up now. Ghost, say bye to the pod.
He was good today. He wasn't too hop, skipping, and a jump. Aww. All right. Well, stay safe, y'all. And we'll see you next month in February. Thankfully, we all survived. We all survived January.
We barely survived January. We made it. All right. Bye. Like, I'm manifesting this for us very soon. If we can make some money off of this podcast, somebody send us a couch. One of those big white ones. You know, those nice big cloud couches? That's what we need on this podcast.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And then right on the back wall over there or somewhere, we can have, like, low-key convinced. And we can, like, turn it on. Like, LED.
That's cute. I like that.
Something cool like that. Manifesting that for us.
Like string lights here.
Yeah, something cute. So we're not, like, sinking as much all the time.